Good morning, guys. AEW All Out is this Sunday. It is the day after Payback. We are hot off of AEW All In happening last weekend, or as many of you are calling this show now, AEW Brawl In, respectively. And what was, and I believe, a great show that was completely marred by the controversy of CM Punk and Jack Perry, who, as of right now, are suspended and are not going to be on this show. AEW has decided to run AEW All Out 1 week after their biggest pay-per-view ever, and I feel like the card is suffering for it. It's pretty commonplace in AEW to have 9 matches on your card, right? But the thing is, nearly half of the matches on this card were all announced last night. 4 days away from the pay-per-view, 5 of these matches were announced. That's over half the card announced less than a week out from the show. That's ridiculous. We're going to tackle this card real quickly before I get into if I'm actually going to the show or not, because originally I said I was going to go to AEW All Out, and honestly right now, I don't even know if I am. I know I'm going to be in Chicago. I know I'm going to be doing media for StarCast, but as of this moment, I'm not sure. But let's go over this match card. Maybe I'll change my mind after I look at it again. Powerhouse Hobbs takes on Miro. Big, meaty men slapping meat. Should be a really good match, even though I have not followed this story whatsoever, so I'm not even sure why the match is happening. But I'm sure it's going to be a good match. I'm going to go with Miro winning this match. I think both men can benefit from winning, but Miro, I feel like I barely ever see him on TV, so it makes sense for him to win. Actually, more I think about it, I don't even know if I would have done this match to begin with, because I feel like both men need to win. So one man losing, someone's going to suffer. But yeah, I got Miro. The TNT Championship is on the line as Luchasaurus defends against Darby Allin. As good as I believe this match is going to be, much like the last match, I believe this match could have took place on AEW Dynamite. Like one of those special, Quake at the Lake Grand Slam shows. This is one of those matches. This does not scream pay-per-view match to me, especially considering the fact that this match has little to no story to it. Yes, Darby Allin's been racking up wins, and Luchasaurus is the TNT champion, but there is not much of a story heading into this match. Darby Allin is already a 2 or 3 time TNT champion, so him winning, that's cool and all, but Luchasaurus, has barely had much of a reign as champion because the championship has been held physically by Christian Cage, so, I feel like he barely is represented as TNT champion. So by that metric, I'm going to go with Luchasaurus. I hope he retains and that we actually get to see him win the championship more often or start feuding with Christian Cage for the championship. Something's got to be happening here. Not much is happening here, though. So Luchasaurus retains. Chris Statlander defends the TNT Championship against Ruby Soho. I said as much on my stream last night. Ruby Soho has contended for the TBS Championship 2 to 3 times every year and always loses. So it's highly unbelievable that she is going to win this match. Especially considering, again, there is little to no story building up to this match. She's been kind of sort of involved with the dissension of the Outcast with Tony Storm and Saraya, so her storyline doesn't even feel important at all. But for that matter, Chris Statlander retains. Again, another match that feels like it should have taken place on Dynamite, not a pay-per-view. One of the very few matches I'm actually excited for on this show, Kenny Omega versus Konosuke Takeshita. Although I am very disappointed in the build-up to this feud, as they had something going with, Takeshita turning heel, cutting a promo in Japanese on Kenny Omega, and, Kenny Omega was going back at him. And then Don Callis started this feud with Chris Jericho, and then this kind of just fell in the wayside all of a sudden. They had a match All In, and the gist was that Takeshita and Omega would face off at some point. But once Callis and Chris Jericho had this mini feud in the middle of this, it just felt like this did not matter as much as it was supposed to. The Jericho-Callis thing did this feud a disservice, put it that way. Since Takeshita pinned Omega at All In, it makes the most sense for Omega to win this match. I think it is inevitably going to hurt Takeshita a little bit having to lose at a big pay-per-view like this, but storyline reasons it makes sense for Omega to get his win back. A match that I predicted happened on stream yesterday. We got Eddie Kingston and Katsuyori Shibata versus Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. Good tag team match. Again, sounds like a Dynamite match. I'm going to go with Kingston and Shibata. I really don't know why Kingston and Claudio are still feuding. This feud seems like it's been going on forever now. But Kingston and Shibata wins, and hopefully Shibata pins Cesaro because I want to see that match. That sounds like it's going to hit very hard. FTR and the Young Bucks versus Bullet Club Gold. Another feud that was put together basically this weekend. Well, not this weekend, but yeah, this weekend and on Dynamite. I'm not doubting it's going to be a good match. It's just rushed. But I'm going to go with FTR and the Young Bucks to win this match. Better Than You, Baby, defending the World Tag Team Championships against whoever wins the ROH Tag Team Battle Royal on AEW Rampage. The fact that AEW World Champion MJF isn't defending his championship is criminal to me. Especially at All Out, which is one of your big 4 pay-per-views. He should be defending the title. I honestly wouldn't even have this match taking place whatsoever. But I'm sure this is going to be a really good match as well. Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor is taking place. That was announced last minute as well. Should be really hard-hitting. I'm going to go with Samoa Joe retaining. And then what I assume will be the main event, Orange Cassidy defends the AEW International Championship against Jon Moxley. I am super excited for this match. I've said it before. This match, whoever wins, it benefits the AEW International Championship. Orange Cassidy beats the foundation of AEW. He's established as basically a future main eventer, if not a main eventer, coming out of this show. And the International Championship is de facto number 2. Jon Moxley retains. Guess what? Now you have a top star in AEW holding your mid-card championship. That just elevates the championship in general. So again, it's win-win whoever wins this match, which are the best type of matches. But my pick, I got Orange Cassidy retaining. I think Orange Cassidy retains, holds the title for a little bit longer, drops it, and then goes after the AEW World Championship in a feud with MJF. That's my prediction. Again, this is an extremely underwhelming card, and I don't actually know if I'm going to actually attend this show, because I'm going to be in Chicago for StarCast. But looking at this card, like, I would not pay $50 for this pay-per-view, so I don't even know if I want to pay $50 to watch this show live in person. I was looking at tickets yesterday. Cheapest tickets I could find were $35 for cheap seats. They may be the best bet to go right now. What do you guys think of the AEW All Out match card? Comment down below. Let me know. Talk more soon.